And the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Trevor Lawrence and the New Orleans Saints.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last week they put...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 21 carries, 93 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations, and he's doing everything in his power to follow through. Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 71 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Play action. It's Newton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton now to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back to the ground with Etienne. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's out to Hill, right side complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Nothing our score after 1. From the 16, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Newton on first down. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Newton to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing is Newton. Flushed out right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Newton on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Newton throwing again. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets past one man. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 1st down, Newton finds his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and very short, Newton
trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again is Newton. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Sterling Shepard, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Well, the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
That one complete to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by McManus is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And they will take over first and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, it's Newton. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To the air again, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Now Newton. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Newton now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Newton. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Lawrence.
This one caught by Davis.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, so far, a little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Well, to throw again is Lawrence.
His throw incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
A quick one here hauled in by Kamara.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
Touchdown, Saints! Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Etienne to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Newton. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Lawrence going to throw again. Olave over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Etienne once more. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the 50, Newton. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. ETN with it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. On the counter, ETN. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it